In the realm of geographical features, islands constitute a relatively small portion of land encircled by water on all sides. Despite their prevalence, these landforms often escape the spotlight. The United States boasts an abundance of islands, numbering in the thousands, yet only a few capture our curiosity. In this video, I aim to delve into the intrigue of some singular islands that have piqued my interest. While the US is home to numerous island chains, such as Hawaii or the Florida Keys, this discussion will focus exclusively on standalone islands. I won't be exploring urban islands like Manhattan or Long Island, nor will I delve into islands that essentially function as cities, such as Miami Beach. Instead, my attention will be directed towards a handful of islands that I find particularly captivating. This video provides a glimpse into the vast and diverse world of distinct islands within the United States, leaving room for future explorations of this fascinating topic. 10. Beaver Island, Michigan. Beaver Island is the largest island in Lake Michigan, covering an area of approximately 56 square miles. It is accessible by ferry and small plane, and you can take your car on the ferry. The island was largely a fur trading post into the mid-1800s, and around that time, there was also a very interesting religious history with an offshoot of the LDS Church. They were eventually expelled, and the island was used mostly for fishing and logging, but now it's mostly for tourism. There are many inland lakes as well as beaches and multi-use trails on the island. Something else really interesting about this island is the Beaver Island Sun Circle. This is a circular grouping of stones that acts as a solar calendar, and it was created about 1,000 years ago. It's very similar in concept to Stonehenge, and it aligns with the solstices. 9. Kent Island, Maryland. Kent Island is the largest island in the Chesapeake Bay, with an area of approximately 32 square miles. It is home to around 17,000 people, most of whom reside in the towns of Stevensville and Chester. The island is located in one of the narrowest parts of the bay, and as a result, the Chesapeake Bay Bridge was built over it in 1952, connecting the western part of Maryland to the eastern shore. Prior to the bridge's construction, the only way to access the island was by boat. 8. Block Island, Rhode Island. Block Island reveals a compact 9.7 square miles with a permanent population around 1,400. Multiple ferries connect the island to Rhode Island, New York, and Connecticut, while a small airstrip adds accessibility. The town, New Shoreham, is located on the island, with development covering approximately half, and the remaining portion safeguarded. Surprisingly, the population increased significantly, from 1,151 in 2010 to 1,400 in 2020, marking almost a 50% growth in a decade. The island features numerous beaches, multi-use trails, and is crucial for migratory birds, representing the sole part of the National Park Service in Rhode Island, reflected in its National Park Quarter. 7. Wizard Island, Oregon. Wizard Island in Oregon is situated within Crater Lake, part of Crater Lake National Park. The island spans 316 acres within one of the Earth's deepest lakes, with Crater Lake reaching a depth of 1,949 feet, ranking as the deepest lake in the US and the 10th globally. Rising 755 feet above the lake level, the island features its own crater, often referred to as the Witch's Cauldron when it holds water. National Park boat tours navigate Crater Lake, offering the option to explore Wizard Island with 2 hiking trails, one steep trail leading to the top and the other circling the base. Essentially, Wizard Island is an intriguing isle within a volcanic crater. 6. Avery Island, Louisiana. Avery Island, situated in the swampy southern region of Louisiana and covering approximately 3.2 square miles, was formed as a salt dome where salt precipitates compacted beneath sediments, creating an island atop a salt base. Indigenous tribes historically mined salt from the island for trade. Notably, Avery Island is famous as the birthplace of Tabasco hot sauce, originating from the Melanie family who resided there. 5. St. Lawrence Island. St. Lawrence Island, located in the Bering Sea between the US and Russia, and closer to Russia by only 50 miles or 95 kilometers, ranks as the sixth largest island in the United States, covering an expanse of approximately 1,800 square miles. Despite its size, the island boasts a relatively low elevation, with the highest point reaching only 270 feet. Housing around 1,400 people, concentrated mainly in Savunga and Gamble, St. Lawrence Island is a significant segment of the Bering Land Bridge, a route traversed by ancient humans from Asia to North America. 4. Washington Island, Wisconsin. Embarking on a journey into Wisconsin, one discovers Washington Island, the state's second largest and the largest in Lake Michigan, spanning around 23 square miles. Nestled within Doctor County, the peninsula that extends into Lake Michigan, the island became a focal point in a legal dispute between Michigan and Wisconsin over ownership. Ultimately settled by the Supreme Court in Wisconsin's favor, the island holds a unique history, with most of its original settlers tracing their roots to Iceland, a distinctive immigration pattern for this part of the country. The region around the end of the Door County Peninsula and Washington Island is commonly known as Death's Door, capturing the maritime challenges that characterize this area in Wisconsin. 3. Isle Royale, Michigan. Isle Royale, the largest island in Lake Superior, spanning 206.73 square miles, holds the distinction of being the second largest island in the contiguous United States, surpassed only by Long Island, New York. The entire island comprises Isle Royale National Park, ranking as the 7th least visited national park in the country. Accessible only by ferry, the island lacks roads and features minimal National Park Service buildings, maintaining a primitive character. Notably, Isle Royale boasts a distinctive zoological phenomenon. It is the sole location globally where wolves and moose coexist without the presence of bears. 2. Cumberland Island, Georgia. Cumberland Island, the largest of Georgia's barrier islands, is about 147 square miles and is also the westernmost point of the Atlantic Ocean in the United States. There's a limited number of people that can visit the island on a permit system. It's very primitive on the island, with the park facilities themselves being on the mainland. There is camping allowed, as well as hiking and paddling, but there just really isn't any building on the island. With its rich history and unique features, Cumberland Island is undoubtedly one of the most interesting islands in the United States. 1. Mount Desert Island, Maine. Mount Desert Island, the largest island in Maine and positioned in the western region commonly referred to as Down East Maine, holds a historical connection as part of the French colony of Acadia, marked by numerous conflicts between the English and French. Despite these conservation endeavors, the island contends with heavy tourist traffic, often resulting in bumper-to-bumper conditions that challenge the original conservation objectives. Beyond Acadia National Park, Mount Desert Island is home to approximately 10,000 year-round residents, with Bar Harbor as the largest town, a quaint locale featuring local eateries and boutiques that, unfortunately, face an influx of tourists during the summer season. That's a wrap for the 10 most interesting US islands. If you learned something, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the following video.